Well, I'm back. Had a little bit of a, I guess you could say, setback. I was planning on making a video and, well, it didn't work out quite as well as I was hoping. A few weeks back, I bought the Oculus Quest 2. It's a VR system that is portable that you, as implied, do not need to have a PC to use it. It's definitely compatible with the PC, but you don't need one. Just, I believe a Wi-Fi connection is all you really need. But I got one, mostly because they made a VR HD remake of Resident Evil 4. This is a classic game. I'm sure many people played it if they're watching this video. Classic. PlayStation 2. One of the, I'd say, probably top 20, if not top 10 games on that system. I have not played that game. Yeah. I'm an asshole. I know. There's just such a huge catalog of games. Sometimes it's difficult to hit them all. You know? What can I say? I've heard of it, obviously, throughout my years of playing video games. It's one of those ones I always wanted to come back to, but I just never did. Yeah. Judge me? Fine. So, that being said, skip to where we are now, and they have released the VR remake of Resident Evil 4. Now, here's the thing. I don't have anything against the Resident Evil games. I just never really played the series. So, I did a little bit of 5, but I didn't have a co-op buddy, and it seemed a lot like the co-op in that game was what made it so fun. So, I didn't really play much past the demo. I know. I'm a piece of shit like that. What can I say? So, seeing that they remade number 4, which is arguably one of the most popular in the entire series, I would say, I figured this is my perfect opportunity to jump into this game and get a neat little system while I'm at it, check out VR, see if I like it. Make a long story short, I beat the game, put about 20 hours into it, because I was exploring, checking everything out, like, just having a blast, okay? Something happened. I don't want to get too far into technicals because I'm not, I guess you could say, computer savvy. But essentially, I got about 85-90% of the way done with the video that I was making about my review for this. And something happened. The files got corrupted. The game gods decided to shit in my cereal. I don't know. It just, things fell apart. I don't know where. I zigged when I should have zagged, but it just didn't work. And I tried to salvage it, but for some reason, the videos just was gone. As you can imagine, wasn't super happy about that. Almost a day's worth of playing, you know, and experiencing, enjoying, and it was all gone. Not, beside the fact of the hours that I had put into this video just to see it all just disappear at the last second. For some reason that I do not understand. As one can imagine, I've really had to watch my sodium intake the last week or so because I've been salty as fuck. But you can't run from your problems. So, here we are. Let's do this review shit, huh? Yeah. God damn it. Okay, so starting off, I gotta say, this was just a fun experience. This was the perfect way to get introduced into this. Not just VR and Resident Evil, but just like the gun shooting. Oh my god, it was so fun. I had such a good time. I'd never, you know, we've all done some kind of like Beat Saber or something like that, but like the gun shooting, I was having a blast. I'm gonna be honest. It was so fucking fun to just sit there and flip the gun around and grab it in midair and shit. But, okay, we're just gonna take a step back. Sorry. As torn as I was that I had never played this game, I'm pretty glad that I haven't now that I've played it this way, because it just made it so much more fun not knowing what was coming next. And obviously it's a survivor horror game. You have zombie/monster type things coming at you, and it's supposed to be kind of scary, but there's not exactly when you get into it, you start feeling confident in the game. There's moments where you're just like, I'm ready to fuck shit up. Got your shotgun in hand, and you're not exactly not on your toes, but you're not terrified. But there were points in the game where I was legit like jump scared, like what the fuck is going on right now? And I don't think that would have been nearly as big if I had experienced the game. And spoiler here, if we're jumping into shit and you haven't played the game at all, I'm talking about that Regenerator, the original one, the one that got like, the motherfucker just chases you around and you don't know what's going on and you're shooting him with everything you got. You're about to call his mom because you're running out of ammo, you're running out of ideas, you're just waiting for this goddamn time to go down. And that shit was terrifying. I mean, I was definitely like looking around, like trying to, I don't know, call for some help from my neighbor. Like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this fucking Regenerator? He won't die, you know? It was rough. It was a rough day at the office, but you know, it made it more terrifying because I had no idea what was coming. Granted, I'm sure looking back on my second playthrough, I'm still terrified when that part comes, but not knowing that it was going to happen at all, and then just be in this point of the game where I'm feeling fairly confident, you know, I've risen my health up a bit, you boys got some fucking guns, I'm feeling like they're leveled up good, and then I felt like a complete bitch for about a 5-minute duration as I'm running from this thing that is quite literally eating my bullets. Like this shotgun that I'm super proud of, I'm like, oh, I leveled that motherfucker up, it's pretty strong. It wasn't doing shit, okay? I shot him in the dick like 7 times, and he just walked through that shit. I felt like John Cena, because he didn't see a goddamn thing that I was throwing at him. I was like, what is the point of this part of the game right now? Like, is this... Fuck you, you know? That's really all you can think as it's happening, because you don't have time to really, I don't know, figure out what's going on. You just start running around the map, clicking things that are glowing, hoping for the love of fuck it'll help you out, and then finally you reach an elevator. Like, it was terrifying, but it was awesome. So I really appreciated that part, and I think just all in all, this is such a fantastic game to jump into VR with. I'm sure many people that have played this game do not need much of a reason to play it again, but I'm telling you, if you enjoyed this experience in the original PlayStation 2 game, you are going to love this game. I mean, after playing this, it just makes me giddy for hopefully games that they can do this to, such as like Metal Gear Solid 2, or, you know, just anything really. Like all these old classic games, specifically Metal Gear Solid, remake that shit for VR, and gun shooting games. You know, it's really fucking dope. Just fucking pulling guns out of your vest and a knife, like all these cool concepts that I have never really played in a game before that have been implemented well, at least. So just to have like this arsenal on you at all times, and you can just pull it out of your back, pull a fucking canister out of your asshole, fucking have a grenade just chilling here between your armpit and shit. It's pretty goddamn dope, you know? You feel like you're just ready for war at all times until a Regenerator shows up. But yeah, it was fantastic. I loved it, and I would say if we were rating this Bad Mama Jamma, oh man, God, it's so hard to rate it because it's such a different experience compared to like a console game, which I'm used to. But I mean, solid, just out of pure like pleasure of feeling like a gangster through the entire experience, I'd say like a 9.7. I mean, it's hard to give it a 10 because I don't really have a lot of other VR experiences to compare it to. So obviously it's like the top of the fucking list right now. So I don't want to praise it too high, but I think 9.7, I mean, damn near perfect, you know? I mean, it was fantastic. There were a few glitches here and there, don't get me wrong. More so, I guess, just as far as like, when I would be in the seated position to play, because you can obviously stand or sit down, but that thing's kind of heavy, wears on your neck a little bit. Sometimes it's good to just sit down after your back hurts as shit. There would be times when I would be going to do shit and I would accidentally grab a magazine with my left hand. And when you grab the magazine to reload your gun, because obviously that's something you would do in the game. I don't know. Shit, did I even cover that? God damn, I'm an asshole. So, in case you don't know, you actually reload your guns with a magazine. So, you grab your pistol, you run out, you can press a button on the pistol that ejects the magazine. You have to grab the magazine from your belt, put it in there, and then, you can obviously fire the trigger, grab it with the other hand, cock it, however you want to do it. But you have to manually reload the gun that way. And there would be times when in the seated position, you have your guns kind of on your right, magazines on your left, you're busy doing shit, you got motherfuckers all around you. I would accidentally grab onto the magazine button, and when you do that, it automatically ejects your fucking magazine from your pistol. So regardless of if you still had some shots left, now you're out. And you better reload that motherfucker quick, because you got zombies all around you. But, I mean, it's really just more of I don't really see how you can't have that happen here and there. So, like I said, it's not exactly the perfect, everything works smooth like that, but damn near perfect. And so, I would say if you are interested in the VR experience at all, get this game. I'm hooked. I definitely wouldn't recommend playing it for more than maybe a couple hours at a time. I would play it, and then I don't feel like I had too many issues with nausea. I had a few people try it out, and it did give them some motion sickness, but personally, I wore it for about an hour, 2 hours, and there are options on the game where you can either have it move smoothly, like you normally do with Call of Duty. You flick the stick and it moves smooth, or you can have it to where it does it in chunks, so it doesn't affect quite as much for motion sickness. But I didn't have an issue with the smoothness of it all. It actually seemed too easy to stay in that game. And then you look outside and it's dark and you realize, wow, it's Tuesday, I'm a piece of shit. Interesting. And then you continue to play because it's already dark and it's Tuesday. What else are you going to do, right? Fantastic game. Don't want to drag this out too much. If by chance you've been on the fence about getting an Oculus and you saw this game and was like, yeah, I love that game, maybe this is the thing, I'd say give it a shot. Go to Best Buy, buy one, try shit out. If you don't beat the game in that 30 days you can bring it back to Best Buy, well, then you suck. I'll be honest, and yeah, probably not your thing. But beat the game, see if you like it, take that shit back if you don't, But I will say, there's a good chance the majority of you guys are probably going to keep it, because I don't see how you can't enjoy this if the motion sickness thing doesn't kick in for you. Obviously, at that point, you're probably not super worried about holding on to it. But yeah, highly recommended. And the story, it was fantastic. The game itself, great. VR experience, fantastic. The culmination of the two made my man parts grow a little bit. So, yeah. Let's see if they keep it up. I mean the games, not my man parts. But, you know what? That's fine. Either way, we'll take it.